In 1992, Terry Horton, a retired truck driver from California, unwittingly stumbled upon what could be one of the most remarkable art discoveries of the 20th century. Horton was out shopping at a local thrift store in San Bernardino, California, searching for something amusing to gift a friend. She noticed a large, chaotic abstract painting splattered with vibrant colors. It wasn't exactly her taste, but for just $5, she figured it would make a quirky gift. Little did she know, this modest purchase could hold immense value. After bringing the painting home, her friend found it too large to hang, and Horton ended up trying to sell it at a garage sale. That's when the story took a sharp turn. A passing art teacher noticed the painting and suggested that it looked remarkably similar to the style of Jackson Pollock, one of the most influential American painters of the 20th century. Pollock was famous for his drip painting technique, where paint was poured, splattered, and drizzled in seemingly random patterns, creating a dynamic sense of movement on the canvas. His abstract expressionist works are now considered invaluable. Horton, however, had never heard of Pollock. Unconvinced at first, she began a long and challenging journey to authenticate the painting. The art world, known for its skepticism and rigorous standards of proof, was not quick to accept the work. Several art experts dismissed the painting, largely because it lacked Pollock's signature, which was seen as crucial to confirming its authenticity. Nonetheless, Horton pressed on, refusing to sell the painting when offered hundreds of thousands of dollars early in her investigation. Horton's persistence led her to enlist the help of a forensic expert, Peter Paul Byers, known for his work in analyzing the physical evidence in paintings. Byers' breakthrough came when he discovered a fingerprint on the back of the canvas. After comparing it with the fingerprints found on paint cans and other objects from Jackson Pollock's studio, Byers confirmed a match, providing a critical piece of evidence in favor of the painting's authenticity. Additionally, the materials used in the painting, such as the type of paint and canvas, matched those used by Pollock in the early 1950s. Despite this discovery, the art world remained divided. Some experts refused to acknowledge the painting as an authentic Pollock due to the lack of provenance, a clear and documented history of the painting's ownership. Pollock's works were well documented and accounted for, making it difficult to prove that this painting was indeed part of his output. As a result, some questioned whether a fingerprint alone was enough to authenticate the work. Nevertheless, as Horton's story gained international attention, the painting's estimated value soared to $15 million. Offers to buy the painting rolled in, but Horton, emboldened by her discovery and the controversy surrounding it, refused to sell for anything less than what she believed it was worth. She held firm, rejecting multi-million-dollar offers while awaiting full recognition from the art world. Horton's experience was later chronicled in documentaries and news stories, capturing the public's fascination with the idea that a $5 thrift store find could potentially be worth millions. The tale of Terry Horton and her Jackson Pollock painting raises broader questions about the nature of art, value, and authentication. While the painting has never been conclusively authenticated to the satisfaction of the entire art community, the evidence supporting its legitimacy is strong enough to leave the door open for future reevaluation. Horton's story remains one of the most captivating and controversial art discoveries, demonstrating that treasures can indeed be hiding in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered in the most unlikely places. Pollock, a leading figure in the abstract expressionist movement, is best known for his drip paintings, where he would famously splatter, pour, and fling paint across large canvases in a seemingly chaotic yet highly intentional manner. The discovered painting, while smaller than many of his more famous works, exhibits many of the hallmarks of Pollock's revolutionary style. The action painting technique is apparent, where the canvas becomes the arena for physical and emotional expression. In this piece, a complex network of dripped and splattered lines dominates the composition, with no clear central focal point. Pollock's signature use of enamel paint creates a glossy, fluid surface, with paints layered in a frenetic, yet harmonious interplay of color and texture. The movement within the painting is relentless, and the viewer's eye is drawn across the surface in an endless loop, reflecting Pollock's fascination with conveying the energy of the act of creation. While Pollock's larger works often span several feet, this piece reflects his ability to condense his style into a more intimate format. The scale may be smaller, but the intensity of the painting remains palpable. The physicality of Pollock's process is evident in the thick layers of paint that build upon one another, creating a rich, tactile surface that seems to extend beyond the canvas. Pollock's approach to painting was groundbreaking for its time, challenging traditional notions of composition, brushwork, and even the role of the artist. In this piece, the absence of a discernible subject is typical of Pollock's work, allowing for pure abstraction to take precedence over representational form. The layered drips and slashes of paint reflect his all-over painting technique, where no part of the canvas is left untouched or considered less important than the rest. Pollock's unique method of painting, often working with the canvas laid flat on the ground, allowed him to approach his work from all sides, an aspect that is clearly visible in this painting. The lines and drips are multi-directional, reflecting the artist's freedom of movement around the canvas and the spontaneity of his process. This method broke away from traditional easel painting and was highly influential in reshaping modern art's approach to technique. The colors used in the piece also echo Pollock's larger body of work. Earthy tones of browns and blacks are interspersed with bursts of white, yellow, and red, creating a dynamic contrast that enhances the sense of depth. The interplay between these tones is crucial, as the painting vibrates with energy and emotional intensity, characteristic of Pollock's expressionist style.